Hi, I'm Sam Lowe, performance coach with P4S Golf, where we drive golf performance. Today I want to talk to you about 3 exercises that are going to improve and give you an edge in your golf game. And we talk about things all the time, and we get this question a lot here at P4S is, what can I do to bring my golf game up, or what are some good exercises for me to follow? So today I'm going to give you 3 simple ones to do. They aren't real heavy on equipment. You could probably do them in a very small space, so maybe even no gym required. We'll talk about this here shortly as far as what that looks like and what we're going to get into. So the first one, we're going to break out the old medicine ball here. That's a really old tool as far as fitness and strength building goes. We're going to use it in the following fashion. We talk about pressing quite a bit. If you've got any kind of background at all in weightlifting or strength conditioning, you've probably pressed with some dumbbells, potentially a barbell in a gym environment. You've done a lot of bench pressing or just pressing in general, whether it's straight out or overhead. So we want to take that to the next level. And what we're going to do in the order to do that, we're going to add some power to that movement. So we can take this ball right here. This one weighs about 8 pounds. It'll do for our purposes today. What you'll see a lot, if you watch a lot of videos online of golfers, is a lot of rotational work. And certainly that's valuable and important, and it's certainly important to be strong in that way. But I'm going to show you another movement here. We're going to get into somewhat of a golf posture. Feet are going to be about shoulder width apart. I'm going to hinge forward here. I'm going to bring that ball up to my chest, and I'm simply going to punch that ball into the ground. Be advised, let me turn sideways here. I want to avoid a wind-up. Once I get myself in this position, I'm going to create tension back here in the glutes and in the core as well. Nice deep breath, and again, punching that ball into the floor. So I'm pressing, but I'm doing it with a lot of speed and force. Bear in mind, one last little tip here. I want to reset after each rep. I'm not looking for speed to complete the movement. I want to make sure I get the most value I can out of each repetition. So make sure you reset out after each rep. And that again is the speed or the chest pass into the floor. Make sure your neighbors aren't home when you get that one started though. For the second one, something that I'm a big fan of is going to be the kettlebell swing. Now, if you've seen me on a previous video, you might have seen me demonstrate this, but I'm going to go ahead and run through it again. Again, the ability to express power. We want to build strength first, meaning that we're going to take slower movements like the bench press and the deadlift and maybe even the back squat and develop our strength in those movements. But then we want to complement those movements with the ability to express power. The golf swing is a very dynamic and explosive movement. This is a really solid step in that direction. So the kettlebell swing starts off with really any weight will do. We want to learn and teach ourselves to move in this manner first, so lighter is probably better to start. Shoulders are going to go back. I'm going to set my hips back and lower myself down to grab the kettlebell with both hands. Once I have it up here, I'm standing nice and tall, shoulders are back. I'm going to tighten my core and glutes again. Hinge forward and then quickly bring my hips up, and as I do this, kettlebell will travel a little bit higher, and I will continue to do this for the required number of reps. If you want to take a look at that from the side so you can see me hinging forward again, rocking forward and bringing the hips forward quick. I might even squeeze my glutes a little bit harder as I bring that forward so I can learn to express power. Incorporate what we call hip extension to bring power forward. So in a golf swing, I'm going to be extending my hips as I follow through on my swing. So let's teach that up a little bit. And again, from the side, swinging and creating power. By the way, if you can hear me getting a little bit breathy, this will get your heart rate going as well. So there's an added benefit. We're going to get a little bit of conditioning out of the deal as well. By the way, before I forget, before we do any of this, we want to make sure we're ready to work out. We're ready to train. So give yourself an edge in that direction, check out our mobility assessment. It's completely free. The link is down below in the description. So just take a quick look, check that out, run yourself through that mobility test, and then take some steps forward with equipment like this. Part 3, no gear on this one. This one's called the jump split squat. It's a little bit more of an advanced move. I am going to show you a scale back from this. But if you've got a little bit of experience, maybe you've executed a backward or possibly a forward lunge. Okay, we're just going to add some explosivity to that movement. So we're going to place one foot forward. Again, this is body weight only. I've got one foot back here. I'm going to lower myself down and jump. And then reset. I can alternate back and forth. Plant that foot on the ground, up. Then I can place the other foot forward, down, and up. Now you'll see that forward leg, I'm pushing a lot of power, a lot of force down into the ground. I got to use the ground when I swing a golf club. That is a great way to go about training explosivity. If I've squatted or lunged at all, I'm now going to use that same movement, but get myself up off the ground. So again, a lot of power and a lot of value in being able to do that. If I need to scale, it's real simple. If jumping's not my thing just yet, all I've got to do is lunge back and step forward with a little bit of force. Again, pushing down into the ground, feeling my hamstring and glute, doing that work, creating that downward force into the ground, coming through on that golf swing. So there you have it. The chest pass into the floor, the kettlebell swing, the split squat jump. Those are 3 exercises that you can implement right away to give you an added edge to your golf game. And don't forget, please make sure that you comment, like, or subscribe below. Thanks, and we'll see you next time.